cricketnews.com's coverage of the India versus New Zealand series continues and it's reached yet another frontier, but it's business as usual for India. Yet another T20I, yet another win, yet another super over, and yet another win. My goodness, what do New Zealand have to do to win a super over is my question, and that question will now go to Sandipan Banerjee in Windy Wellington, as I'm call it, and a lot of people call it. Yet again, you mentioned earlier that the last time you attended the New Zealand game, it was the Cricket World Cup final, which New Zealand lost in a super. So, reminded you a bit about those memories?
Well, actually, the thing is, New Zealand is making a habit of it. Even in the last game, when I arrived in Wellington, there was a match in Hamilton, and I was watching on television. It was a super over as well, and Rohit hit the sixes, and today also. So yeah, I mean, this is very poor luck for New Zealand. I mean, I think we should not blame luck. I think they have they are becoming a choker of the modern day South Africa, as they say.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they're finding new ways to lose these super overs. And one of the key, and you also asked this in the press conference to Colin Moore, right? Is Saudi the man to bowl a super over? Because there are some stats here which say out of 7 super overs that he's bowled, New Zealand have lost 6. Is it? That's that you should live by, don't you think?
Yeah, I asked this question to Colin Munro, was there in the press conference, and obviously there is no Trent Bolt in this team. So I think Trent Bolt is their first choice option. But after Trent Bolt, if I was the captain, I would have been tempted to give the ball to Santner, because because the thing is, when Ishodi bowled, he bowled from that end. And he's bowling with the wind. So if you had to hit him out of the park on the leg side, you have to hit him against the wind. And the wind is quite strong. Even if it is a closed ground, but still the wind is quite strong. So someone like Santner would have been, I think, I should have given the ball over to the Santner.
That's true. I mean, talking quickly about, since you mentioned it, so let's talk quickly about Team India's batting. It almost looked like there was a sense of complacency since the series is already wrapped up. A lot of the players hit a few rash shots. Obviously, the wind was a factor in the way they went and played those shots. But what was your take from as you saw them play those shots? How did they what was the one thing that was not very good about the way Team India went about their batting today?
Well, I think yes, as you have rightly mentioned, as we were discussing before this call, that there was a sense of complacency in the Indian team, especially someone like Sanju Samson. How many opportunities do you need if you are a youngster and you want to cement your place in this excellent Indian batting lineup? You cannot waste opportunities. And Sanju Samson got a perfect start. It was a flat wicket. It was a New Zealand attack was probably not at their best at this point. So it was a perfect opportunity for him. But again, he cannot be that one-shot wonder, as they say in cricket, because because there are a lot of youngsters waiting in the wings, and he cannot waste opportunities like this. But look at Manish Pandey, look at Shardul Thakur. They are making they are utilizing the opportunities they are getting.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I think that's a good takeaway, right? Isn't it? Because a lot of times the big players always step up. Your Rohits, your Virats, your Bumrah step up. But in the recent past, we've seen the squad players step up. And also there's quite a visible change in the mentality where Team India is really holding strong in these pressure situations. Almost a runner ball needed in the last over. The odds were against India, but they still held on to make sure that we entered into the super over. So is that something that that would have pleased Virat Kohli, the mentality that India is entering the field with?
Yeah, actually, we were joking with Manish Pandey in the presser room. There's a Fevicol ad, they pakde rehna, chhodna nahi. So this is the attitude of this Indian team, actually. So they always believe that they are in the game, even if the opposition needs 2 runs in the final over. This team believes that they are always in the game. And that's what Manish Pandey was talking about, because they knew that there is some sort of vulnerability in New Zealand lineup. And from what happened in the last game, they knew that if they can take this game to the super over, they might win this there is no doubt about it that it has been a backdoor entry for India, because New Zealand needed like 11 of last 2 overs, and with two set batsmen at the crease, I think you have 99% time of the time the chasing team, you have to back the chasing team to do that.
That's that then from Wellington. So what's up next for you? What's your plan like? When are you traveling? What's happening?
Well, it's like I'm having I'll have a sleepless night tonight, because I have an early morning bus tomorrow to reach Tauranga, and there is a game on day after. So yeah, it has been a quite hectic schedule for me.
Yeah, a lot of hectic schedule, obviously, for the cricketers and for us journalists as well. But that's what we live for. The game keeps on giving. Yet another big game for India. Yet another big performance. Thank you so much, Sandipan, for joining us. I'm sure we'll be bringing a lot more for our cricket news fraternity as the series goes on and we enter the other formats as well. So thanks for joining us. Make sure you get some sleep before you get on that bus. Otherwise, you might just not make on that bus. Let's hope you make that bus. Thank you so much for joining us.